I am presently in a relationship with another person that I've known for 25 years, who I've been in love with from the first day I laid eyes on her. And I believe that we are soulmates for one another. She has introduced me to Abraham, and it is through her I have come to a lot of parts of myself that I am embracing with openness and new eyes. And I'm in a situation now where she's in a committed relationship with another person legally, and we are both in love with each other, and I am trying to embrace just being in the light of love and acceptance of where I am and where she is and where we are. And I'm wondering if Abraham can help me in having faith and hope in just being present in this love.
Well, that is our encouragement to you, but we are going to give it to you in a little bit more of an abrupt way by saying to you that the relationship, like astrology, is irrelevant. And the reason that we're giving it to you like that is because until you make the relationship between you and your inner being the predominant thing that is relevant, nothing else can really come into alignment for you.
Okay.
And so, to deconstruct this, in other words, to take this relationship, it's really an interesting thing, and it's a nice conversation to have in the context of this entire gathering, because what you're expressing to us is that you have found someone that you have very conscious awareness of very deep roots with. In other words, so much so that you're calling this person soulmate, which means that when you're in alignment with who you really are and another person's in alignment with who they really are, that law of attraction brings you together. In other words, when two people are in their vortex and the vortex arranges the rendezvous, that's a good time to use the label of soulmate, because you're in alignment with that which is your soul and the other's in alignment with that which is their soul. And under those conditions, the law of attraction must bring these cooperative components together.
Yes.
But then when you look at the reality of the world as it's manifested so far, and you acknowledge that there are other things that are already happening in terms of the relationship the other has with another person, now that attention to that detail cannot abide in the same vibration as that soulmate vibration. In other words, you just can't get there from there.
Absolutely.
We cannot pronounce to you that this soulmate connection that you have sometimes is the one for you to move to in terms of physical manifestation. We could not say to you that the bringing apart of that relationship and the bringing of the two of you together then is exactly the right thing to do. But we can say to you that as you stay in vibrational harmony with what's in your vortex, and through the clarity of your example, the other does too, that if you are vibrationally aligned with who you really are for a period of time, that the law of attraction will orchestrate circumstances and events to bring you together. And as you're able to do that, which means you keep yourself in that neutral place where you're not feeling unhappiness about the current reality as it exists, as you're able to do that, then things can move easily in giving you what you ultimately want. But the most important thing is every step along the way is a joyful step for you. You have no pain in the interim before the relationship develops. So this we promise to you. As you use this person as the example of what you're reaching for in your vortex, and hold yourself completely and purely in vibrational alignment with the love you feel for that person when you are in your vortex, and you are able to distract yourself when worrisome or troublesome or lonely or even angry thoughts come up as things are not moving along as quickly as you'd like them to. As you're able to go general, go general, go general, and stay in the vortex, in the vortex, in the vortex, either this relationship will morph into what you're asking for that you have certainly put into your vortex, or another one equal or greater will come to you. It is not possible for you not to receive the fullness of what you want. But we want all of you to understand that the fullness of what you want sometimes is not in the manifestation that you have identified. The fullness of what you want has been inspired by the details that you have identified. In other words, if you can trust that all you want is alive and well and waiting for you, and that the entire universe is working to bring you into alignment with it, then your joy can start today, and you can find the fulfillment. We haven't said it yet in this gathering, but it's something that we like to say, and this is a perfect time to say it. Everything that you want, no matter what it is, whether it's a relationship with this particular person, whether it's an improvement in your financial situation, a pile of money coming into your experience, whether it is an improvement in your relationship with your children or your mate, no matter what it is, a condition, a circumstance, an event, a thing, no matter what it is, every single thing you want, no matter what it is, you want it because you believe you will feel better in the having of it. If you can take what we have been saying in these hours that we've been together to heart, and if you can soften your attention to things that don't feel good while you increase your attention to things that do feel good, so that you train your vibration upward into vibrational harmony with what you've already put into your vortex, there is nothing that you cannot accomplish. There is nothing that you cannot be or do or have. And all of it as it comes to you will give you the richness of the feeling that all along you knew was in it. But your work is to create the feeling in yourself even before you have the relationship, even before you have the money, even before you have the thing, even before you have the property. You have to find the feeling place. You have to deconstruct the manifestations that don't please you until you get right down to the heart of the feeling. And then from the feeling, from the inside out, build that feeling outward. And it is our promise to you. The universe will yield to you the details that match that feeling in spades. The universe will give you never-ending resources to keep that feeling alive and active within you. Because there is nothing that you are not supposed to do. There is nothing that you are supposed to deprive yourself of. There's nothing that you need to defend or justify. You just can't have what you're not a vibrational match to. And you can't be a vibrational match to what you want and to its absence at the same time. So you have to find a way, whether it's a relationship you want, or whether it's money you want, or whether it's an improved bodily condition, you have to find a way to make the absence of it irrelevant. You have to ignore the absence of it while you are giving your attention to the presence of things that you do want. So by looking for the things that are working in your life and thereby ignoring the things that are missing in your life, you begin to develop a vibrational habit that the universe begins to respond to. You can take one thing in your life that is working and use it as the basis of your conversations, basis of the things that you think about, the basis, the nucleus of that which you vibrate forth from, and that one thing that is working will blossom into everything that is working. Because everything is vibrational, and everything that is vibrational is emotional, and everything that is emotional is basic. So when you get to the basics of love, when you get to the basic of trust, when you get to the basis of well-being, when you get to the basis of love, when you get to the basis of source, what happens is all the details that you've been living and asking for then begin coming to that basis, you see. And people who are watching you will stand in amazement as they notice that your life is full on this front and this front and this front and this front. And when they ask you what your secret is, you will explain to them, I let nothing trouble me. I decided that I am supposed to feel good. And I looked for the handful of things that did feel good, and I talked about them incessantly. And when I came across something that was missing, I suffered not at all. Instead, I went so general that I made it irrelevant to my experience. I made everything that wasn't pleasant irrelevant to my experience. I made everything that was missing irrelevant to my experience. And I made one thing that was always reachable, always approachable to me. I made the one and only thing that I have control over. I made that one thing relevant. How I feel right now, 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 how I feel right now. And how you feel right now is certain. How you feel right now is sure. How you feel right now is invincible. How you feel right now is worthy. How you feel right now is sure. You feel sure and confident and worthy and knowing, you see. And all we did is just ramble a little while. We just rambled a little while in the vortex of creation, you see. Have fun with it.